Overwatch Oasis. We have a T3 match between Duck Duck Goats and the challengers. I just completely spaced it. Tater Pots. Choked it hard. It's Sunday night, everybody. I'm glad you're tuning in with us for this late match. I'm hoping it's going to be an amusing one. This has been a weekend of really fantastic matches if you're a viewer. We had the 100+ viewer T2 finals last night. We had Corgi Core versus DP going all the way deep into the map 5, which was just quite the experience to watch. And hopefully we have this match for you now. Now, what we see...
Hopefully we can get to like another map 5 scenario. Or... Wait, is this map 5? First to 3, right?
First to 3. Best of 4.
So first to 3?
It's not first to 3 because we would still play the map 4.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you're right. So we're getting to see a Ryan Tyre setup coming up from Taterbots, and then we have Dive from kind of fitting, huh?
Tracer Sombra, or excuse me, Pharah Sombra Dive coming out. Interesting. A very opposed styles between these two teams as they enter this neutral fight.
Team are going in for P. Insane already looking his bubble. KDB dropping to Hex Thorn. Okay. Insane dropping very low. Demo down. Insane down. That should be it.
With KDB dropping early, Taters really was going to struggle quite hard to come through on this. And we do see swaps already coming out on side of V3, with Insane falling over to the Rhine, and then RDMO swapping to the Ash.
You should see detonating here. We're going to stand still here between these both teams. No man's land. Pain coming in. The Ryan down, the Lucio down. There we go. Duck Dive.
The compositional swap from Duck Dive really paying dividends there.
Man, we should keep that home. Alright. Texan dropping out late. You're gonna see Insane coming up shortly with the Shatter and the EMP. Well, I see that coming out of the
Insane actually catching up to and passing Rigor Mortis in the Shatter count. And Rigor Mortis is hacked, which is going to open up the opportunity if Insane can build it. Catches just one.
Salmon down. The rest doesn't get Insane. Bomb, Shatter. All coming out of Dr. Side to see if we can get the fight win.
This is probably just a stall opportunity on the side of D3. I don't think this is winnable, although Insane is back. And they're fighting it, I think a 4v6 now. Although if they lose 2 again.
He was literally dropping no DPS for Dr. Dive. That's a grab on the Dragon Strike. The Dragon Strike getting eaten by Dynamite. Katie's still dropping. Things it won't matter. Tater Pots. Looks like this.
Tater Pots really committing quite a lot to that retake late. The Grab Dragon coming out after they were already up a solid, 5-3 or so. I imagine they'll probably wish they had that ult economy back as RDMO pops and finds the headshot on Chase.
What? Okay, Shatter EMP. Getting massive value here. Winning the fight for Dr. Dive.
And just as quickly as D3 lost it, they've taken it right back. Although Chase finding his revenge on RDMO already. Katie trying the res, but can't find the spot for it, it looks like.
Nano Ryan, insane on recording. Shatter coming out. Just dancing around with dancing very slim edge here. It's insane. Getting dropped. Bomb? Getting no value.
D3 are looking to commit some of the same sins in their ult economy here. They're spending a lot in what is almost certainly a losing fight. It's going to be difficult, although they are at N99, so this stall doesn't even gain them anything. I would have really liked to see them hand this one over. Oh, with Demo still in, this is going to be devastating if he gets caught late.
One fight left. Really counting on the grab that is like Peter Fox to win this. Because of that, only with Shatter. And big Shatter, strike. And it's huge! He gets 3! Lily on point, that down, Demo down. KDB going for the last test. It's all long enough. Katie's down. Data pod getting point.
That's really the concern you have in these late fights like that when you're running no defensive support ultimate. That grab dragon, you know, if you're in a 99-99 situation and they have grab dragon and you don't have a defensive ult, if you get caught at all, you're getting probably killed for 2 to 3 at minimum. And then it's pretty much over. The ult economy, they overspent in their last defensive fight to stall when they didn't need it. It cost them so much. We do see small swaps come out with Insane going to the Zarya and Daddy on the Rhine, Lily on the Sim, and Katie on the Lucio. Pretty much the same comp on the side of Tater Pots with the exception of moving over X onto the Guinea.
You get the supporting tank here to swap on DPS. Genji Hanzo against the Metro Ash. Daddy dropping out first. Gonna be going half HP, Lily down. We see Insane really low with Katie as well. Katie down. Let's go. Another deep right win.
Indeed, and a pretty clean win at that, coming out of it with a lot of ultimate charge and a solid lead in pretty much all roles. Although Hex accidentally falling off the map.
He's making sure he gets that last kill. No? Might. He might have losing this fight. Without Hex, without Big Mortis. Oh god, I can't even say it. Demo down.
T3's strategy here seems to be have their Rhine cover on the corner and hit charge and pray, but it's kind of paying dividends for them here. Although Chase picks up 2 with the dragon.
Insane getting in. Big slam coming in from Brigham. Technical arm. RM. Katie getting the boop.
That was the KD Demo combo boost there.
Demo dropping half HP. That's cool. Then he will shatter. Fat slam. Sting up the Lucio. Organic dropping half HP. Going up the fight. So it does seem Aetherpod gets back up.
Hex on the point still behind them has the opportunity to put in a lot of backline fire, but doesn't appear to be taking opportunity until just now. Demo does fall to the charge, and D3's defense is falling apart very quickly with no front line.
DDD dropping no loot on site.
Lily says we don't need a main tank, I'll bring my own shield.
Does think their pot definitely will win this fight with only Daddy and Nemo most of the point. So the stall is insane.
Exceptional stall coming out. We see Lily swap over to the Ashe now. But the ultimate bank of Taters is pretty strong with both tank ults and that grab dragon. As well as support ults coming online very quickly.
Big graviton from both sides. Lucio dropping with some beat. No beat for KT. As Belia seems to have dead in a second. Will it be needed? Demo dropping really low. Insane. Isolated.
Insane's isolation has become a flank opportunity if he can get something done here quickly.
He does get organic, so no main support for Tater Pot.
This fight is just so messy, back and forth between the two teams.
Stuff looks really chaotic. Beat saving Shatter. Katie, 1 HP. This is pure chaos. Insane doing all he can. That's
Hex finding the dupe late in that fight and pulling the Shatter really set them up to finish this one pretty cleanly.
Slam. Guys, somehow get chased. Slam getting a bullet, but doesn't seem to matter. It's only relying on KT. And Insane doesn't make it in time.
A pretty clean map 1 going to Tater Pots. Interesting that we're seeing very little adaptation to the current meta situation, with both teams pretty much opting to just hard run the Rein Zarya. Not a bad choice, you know. If the other team is going to let you get away with it and you're comfortable on it, it's a comp that can be very dominating, as you know we've just seen.
Now, Chase did a frick ton of damage, and that play was nasty. I do want to point that out.
Chase looked exceptional.
Now, I really hope, from personal experience, that Duck brings us back. Friends in that team, Katie mostly, and that I need to. Past experience playing against them, I want them. They beat me before, so I want. I don't want to be sure I want that team that beats me, before, big stuff, But it does seem that Tater Pots completely dominated that map.
Honestly, with the exception of some of the bright spots on City Center, yeah, that was really pretty Pots dominant.
Especially the Dragon Strikes combo. It does seem that Tater Pots coming in the first team to run the Rein Zarya, just with the Hanzo getting a lot of work with the Dragon Strike combo. Duck Dive does just go Rein Zarya, but they do not run the Hanzo, so they mostly don't have much of a follow-up to the Graviton Surge.
Indeed. I think this is kind of one of those situations where if you force the Rein Zarya and you get the other team to swap to play it back, you've probably already created yourself like some percentile advantage just because you've effectively dictated the compositions that are going to be played, which means you're probably more comfy in what's going to happen and how it's going to play out.
You're most certain to also have a big ultimate advantage by making an entire team completely swap their composition to match yours. So
absolutely true.
That is really nice to see from Tater Pots. So I believe there could have been a chance for the dive from D3 to get back.
The score is 1-0 Zuckerbees in favor of Tater Pots.
King throw. Gotta snap in the game. It's like it's common knowledge that King's Row is probably one of the best made, maps for this video game. So, really love seeing it. Even
good old Scrims Row. What map you guys want to play? King's Row? Yep. Sure.
Yeah. I just realized our names actually match up into the CC, so we kind of cancer. We're the Overwatch cancer. CC. Crypto and crits. Alright, let's go. Now, in the scenario
ready.
In the scenario that we've... In the scenario where we've seen Tater Pots and so Ryan, sorry, I can definitely see them having more control over this map over Dr. Dive. Unless Dr. Dive surprises us.
Indeed. Although with that tank line swap, moving Daddy into the DPS line and then moving or bringing Live in Truth in probably suggests that they have something particular in mind. And it looks like it might be a Rhine Hog, the Bambi favorite.
Ooh la la.
Ready for battle.
Sword.
Wait, stream can't hear you, Bambi? I guess I assumed they could still hear you.
Settings. Oh yeah, it makes sense.
Attackers
So,
in 30 seconds.
so we get a Ryan Sarya setup and double snipers from Tater Pots. I can assume so that they will run the Ash at the beginning to get a Pix or Scout. Though if they actually go out with his competition, I can see the Mei giving them a lot of trouble. And I would argue against the Widow on defense from Dr. Dive, so let's see how this goes.
The defensive Widow probably screams the hard read that Tater Pots is going to run at least one sniper here. Oh, but Riga has come in and been walled off and is going to be punished. Except he gets out! Focus fire from D3 isn't there. But Ardemo is solidly asserting dominance in this Widow battle as he takes the headshot, the res, and then the headshot again onto Hexstorm.
That was incredible. Insane in danger by the counter pin. Rewardies. Cool slope and just finish the kill Insane. Team also goes down to Case. And Truth also reload down. This fight looks very one-sided right now.
Indeed, D3 has pretty much just folded under the pressure, and Tater Pots is walking on the point and taking all the space.
Oh, Daddy tries to contest with the Isaac and does not get it. Insane. Half HP. Really dangerous position here. And it's over for him. Big hook into a bubble, that is unlucky.
Such is the life.
The Ryan battle definitely going to interior of everybody due to the Ryan Sarya bubble. Bad flash,
Shatter
taking out that
finally?
need to.
D3 really needs to take a breather moment here and reset. They're just getting staggered out as they retreat hard back, just losing people without ever taking real fights. It's a great way to get steamrolled on second point King's Row.
The support battle here is being pretty equal with Blind going close to the Transcendence for the Graviton. So this Blind, oh, he goes with a Trans almost there. That means he's trying to equalize. Insane also down, no Ryan's on field. The Graviton's here and no chance to save us. They choose BMO down, that he needs to take down Hexthorn. And there's not much they can do.
That is a very clean King's Row second. Entering into the Foundry with 5:20 on the clock is it's gonna be hard to compete with.
Caster clears the line in that one. Same shatter big, he hits 2. Down with Haze, down with bullets. It does seem that the guy gets stabilized.
D3 does find the full stabilization here, though.
Transcendence? Outside of the line. Can't fully save us from the shatter. Big change. Three Morty down for it.
The charges that Insane is getting away with, actually anybody on D3 playing Ryan is getting away with, has been kind of ludicrous this evening. There's just no punishment, kind of on either side.
Really close to the shatter, but the huge one! The Transcendence too late to save either Timo or Staples. But nonetheless. Now that it needs to.
Just
trying to go for the try to stabilize here, but doesn't seem to bring back yet TV. Doesn't get anything. Bullet dodgers down, living streak down, no off tanks on field. I'm repeating that too much. 1v1 between the snipers here on the high ground. The chase doesn't overstay his bow. He's gone.
Wow, they managed to full dodge, but it was too late. Oh, this tire. Hex crouched behind the barrel in 250 room and just let them walk by as he pulled his tire. Deadly flank.
Hex just takes down 4 and I have no idea why they were right there, but I guess it kind of worked out. Gave him space. Big shatter, no follow through with the Visor trying to keep the X away. That needs to be stabilized.
Demo actually making a super clutch play with his Bob intercepting the Rhine charge on the cleanup of that shatter.
Black Knight still dipping. Insane going for a pin and gets punished immediately.
Oh, that is gonna be probably the end. Although the Transcendence opens up.
Pistol hope, and then it needs to drop to the headshot. Okay, take down the line, going right after. Sorry, doesn't get anything, but Demo done to another headshot from Chase. They get rigor because it doesn't seem to matter with the threat coming up.
Whew.
Poor Rat, he just got slammed.
Not as blisteringly fast as it could have been going in with 5:20 on the clock, but 1:43 on KR is plenty of time.
Sadly, it's enough to win one fight, and especially if Dr. Dive does not achieve to get it before overtime, it will definitely be enough to win the series. Though D3, I'm sure you guys are better than that.
Ready for battle.
Oof.
Chase looks to stick with the Widow on defense, and after that second point, really, I can't blame him. Or I guess the third point is where he swapped Widow. It looked really good. We are seeing the Symmetra come out from Hex, and I actually quite like that as well. There's a lot of opportunities for punishment in, mobility with the teleporter on this first point of KR. On the side of D3, looks like we're going back to that traditional Rein Zarya combo with the Lucio Moira and then a Widow Junkrat. Maybe the Widow swap? It's hard to say.
Oh, Chase. Instant headshot into Demo's skull. Big pain coming out of rewarding. Doesn't get insane though, he's really low. Seems to be enough for them to have a little bit heal up, go back in.
Chase doing the same thing to Demo that Demo did to Hex on their defense.
Poor Demo's little skull, dude. That he's going for a flank on Chase. Doesn't get the pick. Insane down first. That's terrible. Down main tank, no push. Mystic Angel down. Chase finally goes down to NECU. Too late.
Daddy does find the kill onto Chase, which might buy them a small opportunity, although while trying to get out goes down. So that opportunity will be a little bit neutered.
That is now building up the iron and OwOasis was offering 4 ult, 5 ult. Out of
Daddy handing over the respect tire to Chase. When you when you send your rip tire on the hunter killer mission to the Widow, you know they've made an impact.
Haters. 5 volts, that's too many volts. Only with the that's coming out. That fight could be a silent win for D3. Shadow not getting anything, Zane going in suicidal, he's down!
His charges tonight that would be an accurate term for them, I believe.
He has too much hope in his heart.
Ironically, the space was created. And
working out in the end.
like...
Daddy gets 2 picks, not. That went way better than I would have expected it to.
That was the most Platt Reinhardt thing I've ever seen, Randy. And
I'm in shock, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, whatever it takes to get it done.
Yeah, I guess if it works.
If it's stupid and it works, it ain't stupid.
Okay, if it's one person doing something stupid, it's stupid. If it's the entire team doing something stupid, it's strategy.
Uh-oh, Demo in the back! Death.
Insane spin will make sure the team doesn't get a 6K, but... So that's a certain life for D3.
Notably, I don't think they'll need to use the Nano there. I think it was used on Insane. But it was still a relatively efficient fight win, and we forced swaps on the side of Taters, so It is working.
Harry gets nothing. That could have been the equalizer. Kick slam! Rigor mortis!
Large.
Oh, that's a doozy! Belly getting toothpick was the battle mercy. Making sure. What's the thought? Insane limit to ankles. We're gonna see shortly for D3. Will it be what we need to end the fight with? Or will the Teddy get caught once again by the god?
Demo is finally forced off of that flank and brought back with the rest of the team. Will likely find it harder to find the same level of value.
Big slam! Palm doesn't get anyone, but it does with the shield. Woo! Bring Morty's down. Bullet was good. They managed to get out. Graviton shortly coming out of.
Oh. Insane going just so deep. But the total mayhem catches Chase mid-blade. And that's going to be second point taken for D3. Bye, crits. Alrighty then. So, we do see Hex swapping over to the Ash. Probably to take off this high ground, which our demo is looking to deny him with this high ground position. A relatively large slam catching 3, and then Mystic Angel falls to it in the aftermath. Insane falls to the Cole, as does Vil, and this is a stabilization fight coming back from Faders, just as we saw out of D3 on this point. That said, D3 already working with a smaller time bank, even if they do complete the map. It can be quite difficult. They do have a nice ult bank, however, to pick up and work with.
Well, that's hilarious.
Welcome back, crits.
The cat chip on my bank table.
Huh. So much for cat-like agility and reflexes.
Alright, getting the lead by organic.
D3 coming in and really making a pretty solid push, although this is just an old fiesta both ways.
It's matched up. 3v3 on point.
Hex on the high ground is going to deny them their healing though, which is probably going to make it difficult for them to sustain this fight long term. Truth needs to get up there and deal with him.
Limit to get the mech on the high ground. Let's not get
Oh
the
no! The flank shatter attempt and the fail. Actually going to be a major turning point for D3. Their opportunity to finish this map just became real. Probably not this time, but...
He's swinging. Still hold. Kenny on top left avoiding ramming in. Big Sam! Until he down. Suicidal shatter gets value. It did not.
And with that will be map 2 going to Tater Tots in relatively quick fashion again.
That shatter manages to get the pick on the Mercy, but at what cost was it? At what?
Ooh!
That was sweet!
That was pretty large and in charge.
That's what we call eye candy in in the low, not in the ground world, you know.
Impeccable.
Insane. I gotta give it to Insane. He's probably the most ballsy, just no fear Ryan player I've seen in like a while. He's just in. He's in. That pin at the beginning definitely gave them the chance to gave them the opportunity to clean up, but at the end, it's like a double-edged sword. It can either win you the fight or lose you the fight, and it started winning the fight, and at the end, it lost you the fight. So at least he has balls. I'm not gonna lie. Better than some plat Reinhardt's. Better than some bronze Reinhardt's I've met. And yes, I've met them. It's just weird. Sure, Crypto can just roll them, and Bambi as well.
Okay. I see both team captains typing in the chat. We do have well, realistically, Taterpots only have one swap opportunity. Mac in for Zoms. Killerbot comes in on support to take the spot of Mystic Angel. Lily comes in for Daddy, and Dad moves back to the support line. Or excuse me, back to the tank line. I thought he was, gonna try and hit for the cycle. Play all three roles. The mirror move, they call it. Let me check for you. Yep, Temple.
I should not have my cat. You're the culprit for that DC. Alright. Some of Anubis. So we can probably... It's interesting. From what I've known that Nisi for so long, I've seen him a lot on the Junkrat, and seeing Temple Anubis is such a Junkrat dominated map, and him on the tank.
Indeed.
You know, Demo probably gonna be on the Ash or on first point defense, so he's gonna be they're gonna be attacking.
2-0 in favor of Taterpots, Wagsy. A relatively dominant 2-0 at that.
Will we see the dive try dive again? On attack. Works most of the time. If you have the coordination for it.
And here we go. Walk like an Egyptian.
Prediction. Duck Dive is gonna run dive.
With Daddy and Insane tank line, it's a possibility.
They tried it on Oasis. This is one of the maps that works really well with the
This is a map where it's a lot harder to force that Reinhardt, in my opinion.
Yep.
But that looks like what they're leading out with, actually.
God damn it, my prediction. My prediction.
Well, casters aren't allowed to make correct predictions, Crits.
Damn it. Unlucky. Alright, Killer Bot. Classic Lucio. Demo, back on the rebrand. Damn, I didn't even hit that one, Demo and Sniper, huh? So we're gonna probably be looking into TPing onto the typical high ground where everyone holds. Let's him roll it in.
So the offense is looking like
4, 3,
Widow Rat, and then the defense, interestingly... Oh, I had them completely flipped. That makes a lot more sense now. We see an aggressive rush comp coming in on the side of D3 now, and then the traditional Widow Rat defense for Anubis with the point telly coming through.
Perfect. No kick between Morty dying out first. And the TP throwing so well. Organic down, knockdown, Rest coming in from Velia. Got pinned right after. And then they'll just getting the most for it. It's juicy.
Chase with the mad tunnel vision. Demo teleported up there and just two-tapped him in the head without him ever even looking away.
That is sad. That indeed. Chase up into the McCree.
He does instant swap onto the McCree, probably to stun this Reaper and just generally provide a lot more disruption. The biggest problem, honestly, for Taters right now is their ult economy is in shambles. They don't have anything. And there doesn't look like they're gonna have anything. Tank's already falling. DPS down. Roadhog rezzed. Mercy down. Roadhog dead again. Nope, this is not looking great on the side of Tater Pots all of a sudden.
Such a flawless attack!
The huge shatter and the 4-man tire follow-up, but it's too late.
Switching sides.
5 entire minutes. Oh my!
That is a heck of a time bank.
Oh.
142 on the attack round. You gotta love the telly strats. When you execute the telly strat right, it looks so gross.
Oh, it's gross and beautiful at the same time. Mixed feelings.
Ready.
Ooh, a Baptiste I can judge.
And now on the defense, we do see D3 running something very similar. The Bap Mercy with this time an Ashe instead of a Widow. I actually like that. If teams are playing rush comps, I think Ashe gets a lot more value in that rush comp. Or in that anti-rush comp. Make Brantis on the Soldier.
No.
Interesting. Surely we will not see the lanes.
No,
there we see the Reaper
on defense, and a Junkrat cannot get value if he TP through. So I'm really curious to see how Tater Pots manages to get through.
Chase hits the grapple shot on Demo. It will be rezzed. But the damage is done. That's an important... Oh
god! Nice shots coming from Chase.
Chase! What are you doing?
Beautiful.
Chase! Chase!
Oh my god! Chase! Finally, he picked up some Chase. Bandit taking out Insane and Morty right after the steady.
Well, if there was ever an opportunity for Tater Pots to set an equally fast time, they're working on it right now. Although they've only got 42 seconds. Like,
that was ridiculous.
That was nuts. Okay, stabilization here without the telly and without the pick potential of the Widow being so strong here, it will be unlikely they can take it in the next 20 seconds. As I say this, Chase finds another pick onto our Demo.
Demo down.
Demo down. Insane or Daddy's shield is down and defense is crumbling pretty quickly here.
The rest doesn't get finished. our Demo's doing all he can to stall. Take tire, get through Morty. The Demon's down, he can't test, he's dead. Insane. Right now, last one on point. Fourth coming in shortly. Fab getting Graviton huge damn, but not enough. Really, not enough. Not enough. Nothing. It's working right now. But the stall is good.
Every second of stall here is a big gift. Woo, they're coming out hot.
What a stall. Okay. Damn, that was impressive in my opinion. Wow.
As fast and dominant as that was out of Tater's pots, still 56 seconds slower. That's insane.
Initiating match.
That's really nice because I'll be honest, as casters and commentators, that the 2-minute change is like, if teams keep playing, if these two teams kept going like this, we'd be looking at some 10 CP bullshit. So only having 2 versus 256 here as an equalizer is very nice. We won't have to commentate the same. Well, Chase hit 17 headshots and they took the point. D3 tellied on the point and killed everybody before they could look behind them. Oh, Chase hit another 6 head, just back and forth and back and forth. That said, I hope we do get to see another display of insanity from Chase because that was properly nutso.
D3 running the Lily's Metro to make sure like they can get back faster in case K just takes down everyone with them. That push, Chase. Wow. Alright.
Oh, they're going for the run back telly strat now. Probably not very salty, but they're taking it a completely different angle. Are they gonna go for the 3 telly high ground hop?
The debate. Huge TP coming out. It's really getting pinned. Okay, pin fast.
Everybody falling on the side of D3. The fake out telly strat. Tater Pots just had to be like, yeah, we can do it too.
Not to fanboy or anything, but Chase did get you onto Metro.
Objective lost.
The swaps coming in, Lily pulls out away from the Symmetra and into the Pharah.
I do like the defensive Pharah swap. It's a little unconventional here, but with no hit scan on the side of Tater Pot, it does offer an opportunity. Although I look for that point to just get teleported onto.
Could have been a base teleport because the movie goes really low.
Okay, D3 has successfully let them move on to the point, and now Tater Pots is having their way with the support.
Big barrier, split the point in off. Lily's behind the entire team, but it gets melted by bullets. Nice tracking, man.
If my math checks out, that was the exact same speed as D3's first attack. That was 1:22, which I think they got it done in 1:42. So they beat their first time by 20 seconds. This is the speed run of the century, folks.
Oh my god.
Literally the 112.
Are we going to 0.6? To 6 points? Please, no, I don't want to be stuck in choose CP for this long. I don't mind, the game's good, but like, choose CP, like, you only do so much choose CP.
Well, I go back to Thank God they only have 2 minutes and not 5.
Don't worry, it does still go up to 1 minute and keep speed running this map. Go eternally, holy.
Oh, excuse me. Old man past his bedtime.
I'm with him.
Interesting position from Mac Brantis here. Okay, he's running back. A little concerned he might be getting a little big for his britches.
Trying to hear out, you know. Check out some audible, we're not sponsored.
We do see the Sim strat again. But they found themselves in an early trap. And the defense has adapted pretty readily, no longer playing that sniper composition with the junk and now having Junkrat Soldier. And finding our demo almost instantly in this fight.
And that's the first in this entire map. That the first pick goes to the defense on point A.
I think you're right.
TP's down, we go again. Morty's already waiting for them. Big pin, hits Stain, jumps in half speed. Stain, wait, I'm backwards. Holy cow! That
insane. Being down is good. But Tater Pots are bringing this back in quick fashion. 3 quick kills.
Tater Pots manages to get defense. That pain at the beginning from Rick and Morty is definitely getting Daddy into like half HP and working in isolating. Just definitely wins in the fight right there. No main tank on Bro is such a big disadvantage.
It's very liable to get run over. And with Daddy swapping onto this Winston here, all of the ult charge he's had built up on Ryan, which was not insignificant, goes into the abyss.
Rick and Morty has the shatter. How will they respond to Fat Sam or a marathon here?
Daddy getting caught in Chase's trap and then just nuked down with the grenade launcher. Organic popping that ult probably, well, definitely way too early.
Could have been helped. No, could have been used to spell the enemy.
So without taking point A, D3 are already on a smaller time bank.
Both jump for flank tires. Jacob, please! He doesn't get one. Oh my god, Jade! Tater Pots seem to have this in the bag.
Oh, with the entry visor. Insane will touch point, but falls immediately.
Wow. So, Tater Pots gets a 3-0.
Play of the game.
Yep. So with that, Tater Pots does claim the victory. Oh, big tire. Oh no. Okay, I thought Chase was gonna catch the tire with that grenade. I was gonna say, oh!
If that would have been, holy. But we're really asking a little bit too much. Junk hitting another tire, you know, flying is like so hard. Wow, okay, so, damn, Chase's performance on that map was astonishing. And both teams actually doing like almost wonders under both of their first attacks. It was just, it wasn't just ridiculous on like their initial times on the both first points. Yeah.
Well, with I believe this being the last map of the season, for both of these teams, and the match already decided. I'm curious what we will see. Will we see Vel play tank? Yes. Havana banana.
You know, it does put the question in mind on how both of these teams can potentially improve both of their rosters to be top contenders for next season's potential playoff runs, with them being both academy teams of higher tiered teams. Yeah. So, damn, Jesus. Sorry. All right. So, Havana, definitely a sniper favored map. You probably see potentially Hex coming back in and having Hex and Chase doing double snipers, or probably seeing Timo trying to match up to Chase.
Mac will be staying in fact. Hex is not swapping back in.
Alright.
So this map is sort of back and forth. It offers some of the absolute best sniper sightline opportunities, in the game. 0.3 Hanamura defense is literally a shooting gallery. Like, the targets are running left to right in front of you. It's just like when they come around the corner of the turret, pop, done. But on the flip side, 0.2 isn't particularly. Mac and Bullet are swapping roles, so we are going to see a little silliness for last map.
La la, I like silliness.
But 0.2 is not nearly as sniper favored. And I would argue, unless you're just an elite sniper, which in Chase's defense, I think he has earned the title of, at least for this match, it's a lot harder to make these insane playoffs. Or insane plays. So, if there was ever a chance for Duck Duck Dive to make their stand, it might be on 0.2 of Ivana.
I wanna call out Daddy Needs You for taking a little bit of luck away from his team by just not matching profile player icons. It definitely affects the gameplay. I have past experiences with this.
Well, that might be because he's the captain. He has the special one.
Yeah, but a captain is still a leader, and a leader is a part of the team. Big brain, big brain. Alright, you can ignore me. Nonetheless,
my real complaint is that they all have the consistent Pachimari theme, but none of them are using best Pachimari, which is Baseball Amari, just released 2 weeks ago. My favorite, by far.
Baseball Amari.
Yes, it's a baseball Pachimari. My favorite.
I would say, let's say OG Pachimari is the best Pachimari. Because just...
Ready. Let's go to Cuba.
It's my neighboring Hispanic island. Here we go. Well, actually, my neighbor, it's Dominican Republic. But, right next to this.
Initiating match.
You're
it's Haiti,
cross-oceanic.
and then right next to it is Cuba. Wait, what?
I said you're oceanic, your cross-oceanic neighbor.
Yeah.
So, on the defense... Oh, well. Hold on. On the defense, we're seeing a double sniper come out. no Mercy, which I think is interesting. I think when I think Mystic and Katie, I think of them both as exceptional Mercy players.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And the double sniper comp, kind of wants the Mercy, both to do the damage boosts as well as, provide the counter reses in the sniper duel. So to see neither of them running it is interesting, but instead they're kind of going to pour just mad healing into this front line and rely on Lily and Demo to get it done themselves.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
And then on the offense, oh, go ahead.
As Villia, Ana, and fully dodges Genji, I really want to see the nano blading. God dang it! Every single time I'm piping up a support player. Demo just takes him out. This trade's going on both ways. Finally,
Bullet dodger off rolling finds 2. And Chase is lighting up the sniper rifle yet again.
It definitely goes to the side of Tater Plus how spawn advantage is definitely on their side. Big hook. Mac Brandon does need to get out thanks to Reinhardt.
Oh, the hook from Living Truth, and Briga is blown away. Katie is very overextended. And Chase is just hard punishing the backline, finding headshots onto both snipers.
Making sure domination.
Indeed, he's putting on a dominant performance. Katie again finds herself overextended and slept. And falls, although Demo does find some brief redemption, finding 2 on the Widow.
But it does seem Demo will be taking away bullet dodge. It's really hard to deal with the Genji as well when they're right on top of you. Ult advantage, I would say it's mostly on the side of Tater Potts, surely coming into the nano blade and 6 ults really.
I would agree, Tater Potts has a pretty solid ult advantage here, both in terms of quality and quantity. They are swapping over to run, well, I suspect we see the nano blade come out here as they round the corner.
Big grab, gets 2 in it, gets basically 3 in it as Living just walked into it, but no follow, Brig is down.
Katie again so far ahead of her team, just massively overextended into the backlines. A very large shredder comes through, and a little bit of follow-up, perhaps just enough to stabilize.
Steady takes that bullet. Now, Demo's also down to Chase, and another Snam coming in from the side of that, from the side of Good Morty. Make sure they can manage to clean up. Finally, the nanoblade's up. I want to watch it. Give me the juice.
Holy cow, Riga is way in front. They're basically just going for a stall play here. And it looks like it'll probably work. Yeah. That sacrifice. The sacrifice from the tank line of Tater Potts just secures that point.
Would have gotten so much more value if ults would have been wasted in that fight. Nano blade! Yes! Gets down Katie. Oh.
Cuts down Daddy and Mystic.
And that's well, okay, Demo just equalized, so it just
But that's really all you need. You have eliminated the resistance here in the first section of point 3, and the cart is now moving. It's a notoriously difficult area.
In this scenario, the attackers did have more of fun advantage here. Demo catch bullets. Big guy was on. Takes out Katie. Demo's down. Big hook. Not enough. Oh, EMP in the bubble. Does not get any pick here. Unlucky.
You know it's a rough day when your Sombra is getting headshot by Widowmaker. In fairness, everybody is getting headshot by Chase this evening, so sometimes it be that way. And it appears Tater Potts is just gonna keep rolling on through. Although Mystic is in the back, delaying for just a moment. But she too will fall.
Nano Genji, Blade is still not up. Will he farm it? Katie's down, Daddy's down, Lily's down, Deepa's down.
Oh, big shatter.
And the Cabazon pumping off, that's a team kill pretty much. Lily almost there. Not fast enough.
218 on Havana attack. That is that's a pretty ludicrous time bank, in all honesty.
It felt like a bitter at the end there. Like, X is down, Y is down, C is down. $10 here, $20, $30. Zenyatta. They're gonna see Zenyatta Moira, other than Billia and Organic.
Ready for battle.
Billia, friend, buddy, go back to Sand. I wanna see Sand. I wanna see good Sand. I wanna see good Sand. Oh, fine.
I'm just excited that we're going back to first point where we can see more Widow. Chase and Demo, like, we literally, I don't think, can heap enough praise on Chase for his performance this evening. But Demo, like, has been, striking back in a fashion that, if it weren't for Chase, like, I think would be a pretty domineering performance. Like, if Chase is putting on an S tier Widow performance, our Demo's putting on an A tier. Like, he's playing incredibly well himself.
I wouldn't get back to Demo or Chase in any way possible. They've done a pretty nice job on both sides.
I agree. Chase getting the hard Sigma pocket up here.
Definitely gonna make it hard for Demo to do
Yeah, it takes a little bit of the sportsmanship out of it.
McManus gets tagged, the skill gets dog, but Chase still hits the head on Demo. Daddy gets up to top HP, next. No Widow to contest Chase. Never mind, shut me up. See when he comes out, gets instant headshot for Chase. And he still gets dropped though.
Big caster curse. Honestly, D3 kind of looking like they might be able to open this point up just a touch. I say this and...
He was... Ratchathon! Oh god. This is unfortunate. They're probably going for a bank hack here.
The aggressiveness of the hold from Tater Potts, I think, really speaks quite highly to their faith in Chase to find the damage and to find, picks and pressure. Holy snap, that was a nice shot. Katie be taking her revenge on bullet dodgers.
Big Ricky fan. We love to see those. Oh my god, 3-man shatter. Chase takes down KDB and Demo. And Daddy needs to get rolled by Riga. Dead. Very dead.
I feel like swapping Demo off of Widow, it couldn't have been his choice.
I would say so. Because no Widow to at least put pressure on Chase. It's just giving him again what you could say. Definitely a shooting gallery. Unless they send Lily on the flank. Oh, another big slam everywhere.
Oh, this big old tire.
Katie and Daddy pull it nice play. And we go back from the dead.
So the good news on the side of D3, they have EMP. Anything is possible when you have EMP. In every fight is winnable when you can drop an EMP. Now, unfortunately, the Impresight means that they're going to spend 20 seconds before Lily can really get in a great position to drop the EMP. But they've already found Rigor Mortis in that hallway as they try to duke it out Super Brawl style.
Wait for it to take. Katie though gets picked. Big EMP. Did it cancel next Zoo?
I believe it did.
Big Slam gets his belly of mixed branches really low here. Also gets picked by finished off by the Coalescence. Demo's tire here is basically finish off this win for them.
Oh, Mystic falling to the spawn Fire Strike. But it is rezzed by KDB. Oh no, Chase finding Demo. And
big headshot. And then the fire set to finish off the tire. Coalescence putting Daddy Nikki in very big spot. Lily down, Big Sam onto the King from Daddy and just takes off both Natty and Mystic. Well, they're trying to get the rest to make the... Wait. Katie. Trying to get the rest to make it winnable. Big cold. Big Hoggle. Okay. Yeah. My brain's shutting off. Hey, breaks shields. Break shields, okay?
So I'm gonna just take the elephant in the room and just drop it. Chase is getting DPS. Can we all agree? Like 55%, 55% scope critical hit accuracy, or 25% scope critical hits. Does anybody have any objection or discussion over Chase getting DPS? Chat, do you have any complaints? Like, you got 17 people. If somebody has an argument to make, I'd love to hear it because it'd be a humdinger. Like,
no, why Chase though? You fin. Though Demo would have, in most scenarios, I would have given it to Demo. I could see like the performance from Chase was just astonishing, like so many ways.
Like, honorable mention to Demo, for sure. Again, I want to reiterate. Demo's performance was fantastic. It was just overshadowed by the ludicrous performance of Chase. So let's set that one. I agree, Zuckerbees.
I would see Rig Morty's being tank MVP, though in most scenarios, Insane definitely made a lot of space. Rig overall got, I believe, the most biggest shatters.
Yeah.
And then I also saw in most scenarios, Insane did indeed get picked off first in a lot of scenarios, which definitely lost D3 a few fights.
Insane's roulette wheel of charge outcomes, like, if he had kept hitting like 00 every time like he did on that King's Row play, I could see it. But it was, for every, okay, that worked. I don't know how, but that worked. There was another 3. Well, there goes Insane again, 40 feet into the enemy backline, and he dies.
It was very just. Damn.
You could make Mystic probably a reasonable pick. Vil looked okay.
I feel like I definitely slaughtered Bill's name in the, and as an apology, I would give Bill that
Yeah, I'm thinking Vil as well. Maybe I can dig that. Indeed, I will type that up. And I am gonna give honorable mention to our demo.
You wanna do the honors?
I brought us in. One of you guys can take us out.
Well, okay. Thank you guys so much for coming over and watching the stream. This was Cryptographer. Crypto. Yeah,
Hit me with
you.
the crypto.
Crypto! And Bambi on your stream team. And hope you guys have had a nice day.
Indeed. Have a great evening.